Hi everybody in YouTube. This is my rant to Seymour Stein from Sire Records, who had signed up one of my favourite Brisbane bands, the Veronicas, to his label in 2004, and recently the band has been embroiled in a big power struggle with the record label over the delayed release of their third album, which was originally going to be called The Awakening and then Life on Mars. I would just like to say that as a Veronicas fan and a supporter, I am very disappointed in your label, Mr. Stein. You've not had very much luck with being able to promote Brisbane bands in the past, like signing up the Saints and the Go-Betweens in the 70s and the 80s. With the Veronicas, I've been a fan of theirs since about 2005, when they put out Forever, and then became a major supporter of them in 2007 when I met them in person at the Hook Me Up album launch. I think virtually all the fans will agree with me that that Jessica and Lisa, they deserve a lot better. I know that your label might not see them as a priority act anymore, but the thing is, they can't stay a teeny bop bubblegum pop rock group forever. The women, I should say, they're nearly 30 years old now, and they've frankly shaken that tag off. They've grown up, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and creatively, and they want to really, they really want to do what is right, for their band and for their fans. And like all the other fans, I think 6 and a half years is far too long to wait for a third album. And I know that third albums can be very difficult ones to do, being a musician myself, and having seen a lot of other, bands come and go over the years that I've been into pop music. I think, if your label does not have any intentions of treating the Veronicas as a priority band, and let's face it, they're one of the very few major acts that your label has got left on it, with the exception of maybe Regina Spektor and Tegan and Sara, excuse me. And, we just want to see an end to all this power struggling, especially with the A&R people, telling Jess and Lisa how to sound, what their music should be like. I mean, I just say to all that, bullshit. Let them express themselves the way they want to express themselves. Lisa and Jess have been musicians, since, virtually the age of 4 or 5. And it's about time that either you gave them that creativity to allow them to be themselves, their real selves with their music, and just press and distribute the album. And if you don't want to do that, just let them go. And being a musician myself and being subscribed to the ReverbNation.com site, I was actually quite pissed off when a couple of months ago your own label was soliciting musicians on ReverbNation.com to hand in some demo files for the label to listen to. No, your own label needs to first treat the artist that it's got on its roster with respect before looking out for any other acts. And another thing is greed. The Bible itself says love of money is the root of all evil. And that's why the major label music industry is in such a real mess at the moment. Because the people, well, not all of them, but most of them who are working in the industry, they put money and saving face and hits first before the needs of the musicians and the fans who buy the musicians' music. So I'd say, you were the one who signed them up. I think it's only fair that you do what you can to get them out of the contract. Just leave them on their way to enter a new chapter into their musical life. And myself and the other V fans will continue to support them no matter what happens. your label has dealt with and lost a lot of very formidable talent over the years, such as Madonna, Ice-T, Danielle Dax, Chrissy Hind, Katie Lang, who else? Also with Morrissey, the Smiths, I think, and the Ramones. You just need to really take stock of how things are going at your label. You've got to put your foot down and say, right, enough is enough. The staff should not be playing rock stars. Leave that creativity and the creative direction to the musicians. That's all I've got to say. But you have upset a lot of Veronicas fans, and I'm pretty sure the band with it. And is it any wonder that independent labels are starting to make a comeback to music, because the music punters just don't have any faith in the major labels anymore. What with all this restructuring and the major labels eating up other labels as well. I think independent music and independently produced bands and solo singers are going to be the way to go. That's all I've got to say. Thank you for listening, and I hope you take action. Bye.